Frank Romeo was from Bayshore.
I was in the Army from 68 to 70 in Vietnam. I suffered PTSD for many years. Coming to terms with it, I began teaching it and advocating for PTSD awareness.
He was in part of the Vietnam War, and he was suffering for years about PTS and PTSD. And back in the 70s and the 80s, there wasn't such terminology as PTS and PTSD.
A few years ago, I started the Walk with Frank project.
He decided he was going to walk from Buffalo back to Long Island.
And I lived in homeless shelters and ate in soup kitchens and documented the story of our homeless veterans, suicidal veterans, PTSD veterans, and made a documentary. I brought some of my artwork here tonight. I'm a representative of the National Veterans Art Museum in Chicago, and that's an artwork just done by veterans. I'm one of the longest living veterans diagnosed at 100% PTSD. And so I used artwork 30 years ago to work through my trauma, to I used it as a diary, if you will. And each painting told a story. And I encourage other people to look towards art. So I brought quite a few pieces of post-trauma artwork tonight. People just love looking at them. They don't even need me to speak. You can just walk through the exhibit and see some of the feelings and emotions that some of these veterans are feeling when they create artwork.
When he turned 70, he promised his kids and his family that I'm going to make people more aware about this disease because how it affected his family and be healthier, be more normalized this conversation.
My film is about healing and hope. We're all survivors of something, whether it be, the death of a loved one or the pandemic. We all have horrific stories, so we're all survivors. I encourage all veterans on Veterans Day to embrace that survivor mentality. Learn more about yourself, embrace your trauma, and turn around and help the next guy.
God bless you. Have a wonderful Veterans Day weekend, and remember to try to do something to help the veteran that you might know.